the entire referendum and the entire debate was called for by Mr. Cameron, the former Prime Minister, to try and settle a dispute within the narrow confines of the Conservative Party, and the country was held hostage to the electoral machinations of the Conservative Party as they attempted to fend off the insurgent at their heels, the man who presented the show before I came on air today, Nigel Farage, as they attempted to prevent the hemorrhaging of votes to UKIP and their party shifting further right. They attempted to placate those voters by calling the Brexit referendum in the first place so that they could shore up their position within the Conservative Party. It's never been about the needs of the country. So your response to Mr. Johnson, to ask him to put the needs of the country ahead of his own political ambitions, makes no sense in the context of everything the Conservative Party has done around Brexit since the referendum was called. And so on the one hand, you've got the incredibly unoriginal blue sky thinking from Mr. Johnson. My manifesto to win is that we don't copy the opposition. Yeah, as if we haven't heard that one before by every so-called original political thinker. I'm telling you, this man, you know, if you're going to put a hot air balloon above London, don't make it Donald Trump. Don't make it Sadiq Khan. The only fitting person to be depicted as a hot air balloon is the living hot air balloon in our country, and that is Boris Johnson, who every time he speaks sounds like a deflating balloon making a raspberry, because the only thing he comes out with are insults or profoundly empty statements that sound, because of his gibberish way of speaking, more intelligent than they are. He has nothing of substance to contribute to the economy. Nothing of substance did he contribute when he was Foreign Secretary, and certainly nothing of substance as to how to lead this country with such profound insights as, let's not copy Corbyn. That makes you the new Margaret Thatcher there, Mr. Johnson. Let's not copy Corbyn. Let's support the markets, he says the man who said F business. And then, of course, you know, as I say, Mrs. May, in true to form, asking Mr. Johnson to put the needs of the country above and ahead of his own political ambitions, while the entire thing, I say, was always about the needs of the party, and the country has been held hostage because of an internal civil war within the Conservative Party around the European Union, and it's still ongoing, and they still haven't settled that civil war. And the rest of us are sitting here thinking we've got to make a choice now in any upcoming general election between the devil and the deep blue sea. Because on the one hand, it's a choice between Jeremy Corbyn leading this... I can't even complete the sentence. Jeremy Corbyn... calm down, Maajid. Jeremy Corbyn leading this country, or looking to the Conservative Party with the balloon Buffoon, or Theresa May. Now, the devil in the deep blue sea, if I were to be held hostage with my hands cuffed and a gun to my head and a torture instrument behind me, and let's say hypothetically my family kidnapped, and fire held to my feet, and on top of that having my eyelashes plucked out one by one, and in that situation were asked to choose between Boris Johnson and Theresa May, of course, you know, to prevent Jeremy Corbyn winning, I'd say, OK, Theresa May. And that's that I described is the consequence of being politically homeless while the two major political parties are consumed with winning a war within.